1968, Dodge Coronet Hemi Convertible. In 1968, Dodge redesigned its entire intermediate lineup, including its muscle cars. The Charger received its famous Coke bottle shape, and the Coronet got updated sheet metal. For those wanting something more than an ordinary Coronet, Dodge offered a stunning convertible version with the optional 426 Hemi engine. However, only 9 buyers chose to get this rare and fast cruiser, making it an exclusive gem among muscle car collectors. 1970 Dodge Challenger RT Hemi Convertible. Although Plymouth launched the Barracuda 2 weeks before the Ford Mustang, making it the first pony car, Dodge didn't enter the segment until 1970. When they did, they came in strong with the Dodge Challenger, offering the full arsenal of Mopar power. Buyers could choose from the potent 383 V8, the massive 440, or the legendary 426 Hemi. As a true muscle car, most Challengers sold were coupes, though convertibles were also available. In 1970, Dodge built only 9 Hemi-powered Challenger convertibles. This makes it one of the rarest and most powerful open-top muscle cars Dodge ever produced during the Golden Era. 1969 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am Convertible. In 1969, Pontiac wanted a car that could be homologated for Trans Am racing. To achieve that, Pontiac developed the Firebird Trans Am as a specially equipped version of their Firebird lineup. It came with the brand's powerful 400 V8 engine and either the Ram Air 3 or Ram Air 4 intake system. This special edition was painted in signature white with blue racing stripes. It also featured Rally 2 wheels and other performance gear, but the car proved difficult to sell. Only 634 Firebird Trans Ams were produced. Out of those, only 8 were convertibles. 1966 Shelby GT 350 Convertible. Many muscle car enthusiasts will tell you that the first year for a convertible Shelby Mustang was 1968, and that's only partially true. In 1968, Shelby offered the convertible version to the public as a regular production option. However, the very first convertibles were actually built by Carroll Shelby himself in 1966 as part of a secret project. At the end of the 1966 model year, Carroll Shelby decided to build a limited and secret run of 6 GT 350 convertibles as gifts for his family and close friends. This car served both as a celebration of the GT 350's success and as a prototype for future convertible production. Each vehicle came fully loaded with options such as air conditioning and roll bars. Moreover, each one had a unique color scheme with signature white racing stripes. 1966 Dodge Coronet Hemi 4-door. The Chrysler Corporation introduced its legendary 426 Hemi engine in 1966 as an option on select Plymouth and Dodge models. But they also offered the iconic engine in the Dodge Coronet, and technically it could be ordered with any body style. However, most buyers associated the Hemi with 2-door coupes and convertibles, so very few realized they could get a Hemi in a sedan, or even a wagon. That's why only a handful of buyers opted for the Coronet Deluxe 4-door Hemi in 1966, seeking the ultimate muscle sedan. With a claimed 425 horsepower under your right foot, the 4-door Coronet Hemi was considered the fastest production sedan in America, and arguably the ultimate 4-door muscle car. 1970 Dodge Super Bee Hemi 2-door Coupe. The 1970 Dodge Super Bee featured a great design and the company's best technology in the form of the mighty Hemi engine. Most of the cars produced were hardtops or convertibles, but Dodge also offered a 2-door post coupe. This was the choice for serious street racers who wanted the lightest body with the most powerful engine. And that's exactly what the 1970 2-door Super Bee with a Hemi engine was. Dodge built only 4 of them, all equipped with manual transmissions. 1969 Hurst Oldsmobile 442 Convertible. One of the most successful collaborations between a major car manufacturer and a small aftermarket company was the partnership between Hurst and Oldsmobile. At the time, Oldsmobile was under a GM ban that prohibited the company from putting engines larger than 400 CID into their midsize cars. However, Because Hurst was an independent company, GM's rules didn't apply. So, Oldsmobile shipped partially disassembled 442s to Hurst, where they installed the largest engine Oldsmobile had, the powerful 455 V8, producing 390 horsepower. Of course, the Hurst Olds package included many other performance upgrades, like a ram air intake system, heavy-duty suspension, and brakes. Since the Hurst Olds was a limited production hot rod, it was quite expensive and originally unavailable as a convertible. But in 1969, Hurst built 3 convertibles for promotional purposes. 1967 Chevrolet Corvette L88 convertible. The second-generation Corvette, produced by Chevy from 1963 to 1967, was one of the most beautiful and aggressive-looking cars of the muscle car era. Although they introduced the big block 427 Corvette in 1966, they refined it further with 4 power levels for the 1967 model year. The list started with a 390 horsepower, 427 V8, and ended with the ultra-rare, highly valuable, and powerful L88 427 V8. A Corvette equipped with this engine was in a class of its own. In fact, the aluminum head L88 produced nearly 600 horsepower. It also came with mandatory heavy-duty suspension, brakes, and handling packages designed for racing. However, it was expensive, nearly double the price of a base 67 Corvette. That's why it became one of the rarest, with Chevy producing just 17 coupes and 3 convertibles.